up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into the Natasha Denona My Dream Palette collection. So I have bought the whole collection because it was cheaper to get the bundle on her website than it would have been to go to Sephora. I did want to try the cheap palette. I wasn't really crazy about getting the lip stuff, but I was like, since I wanted to get the cheap palette, I could always put like the lip stuff in the giveaway. So I'm not gonna swatch the lip liner. What is this? The lip gloss. I might use the lipstick, we'll see, but I'm gonna take them all out so you can see what they look like. But the bundle I got was $175 $176. I like the paint splatter detailed effect she had on. I know was it Morgan Turner said she didn't like it. I like it just fine. I don't have the lipstick in the shade Natasha, so it's my first time having it. This is what it looks like. It looks like a classic like nudie, mauvey, beige, I guess, type color or whatever. So we'll see how it looks on some of my skin tone when we get there. It has a nice close finish and it has a nice like this soft matte feeling material is what the lipstick feels like. I'm sure the palette feels like that as well. Let's see what color the lip gloss is, just out of curiosity. I plan on throwing this in like a giveaway in the future, so that's why I don't want to use this stuff. Plus I've never really tried her lip glosses and I'm like, I'm fine not knowing. I'll just, you know, give it to one of you all. So this is what it looks like. This is the color of it. I mean, it seems like a nice enough color, but since you have to wear, since I still wear a mask a lot of the time, I know a lot of people have stopped, but since I still wear a mask, I don't see the point of like trying to buy a whole bunch of lip glosses. That's why I haven't bought the Makeup by Mario Moisture glosses or whatever yet, because I'm like, I'm still wearing a mask, so it's kind of no point. Now I'm gonna show you the lip liner in Natasha as well. These are existing things like the lipstick, the lip liner. I think the lip gloss is the only thing that's new. Don't quote me. That's what the lip liner looks like. That's definitely not working on anybody my skin tone. So there's that. But you know, it would be nice to, I guess, like rub on your lips in an emergency. Just have like a lip color on and then put a clear gloss over it if you want to do something like that. But these two are gonna go in a giveaway in the future, so we're not touching them. I just want you to see what the colors look like. But you won't get to see what they look like on me. I'm sorry, we're not gonna waste the product when I can give it away to you later on. So here's the palette. Of course, my battery wants to die now that we've gotten to the part I'm most excited about, the eyeshadow palette. So I'll show that and then I'll go get a new battery because girl, I'm not got time. So, oh, this is actually raised and glossy. That's cool. So here's what she looks like on the inside. I feel like this is a mixture, like everybody else is saying, between glam and retro. So I'm gonna show you it alongside retro before this battery dies. But here it is alongside retro. As you can see, they look pretty similar. It looks like there's a couple of warm tones in here and the rest of these are just cool. So yeah, I don't have glam to show you. Y'all know I didn't buy glam. I'm still waiting to get the bundle deal that she has with that one in bronze, so I can just round up my collection since I do reviewing that on Natasha Denona, but I don't want just to have those palettes, which is why I'm waiting. Okay, let me go get a battery and then we'll do the face palette. Okay, now on to the face palette here. Has 3 shades in it, so it has a cream blush, a glow cream base, and a cream glow powder. Here's what they look like on the inside. When she normally has this pattern on it, it's usually hard pressed, at least when it's powder. But I think this is supposed to be the cream. Yeah, it's the cream. And this is the powder. So, I mean, it looks nice. I like the cheek color. I'm not crazy about this cream glow situation. And then there's the highlighter. I feel like it's a pretty neutral champagne-y like gold shade that should work for a lot of skin tones, which I'm sure is what she was going for when she made this palette. Even though it's supposed to be her dream palette, she still needs to be mindful of her market and the fact that, you know, everybody is in the same color she is that buys her makeup. So I feel like she did a good job in that regard when it came to the color she chose, because a lot of them work on a lot of people, and hopefully it's easy to build up pigmentation for people who, you know, aren't on the lighter end of the spectrum. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So those are the 3 things I got from the collection. I'm not gonna really read the intro or anything. I don't see a purpose. Let me zoom you on in real quick, and then we'll put on the lipstick and the face stuff, and then we'll get into the eyeshadow palette. But if you're curious what's on my eyes right this second, I have on the this is the Vitality palette from Unearthly Cosmetics again. I've really been loving picking out of it. As you can see, I just did a quick I guess this is called a sunset look or whatever. I've been uninspired lately, believe it or not, when it comes to making eyeshadow looks. So I feel like I already did this look early in the week, but I was like, I was in a rush to get to work and I just wasn't inspired to do a whole lot. So sorry, but this is what we're working with. That's what I use on my eyes. I think I used 2 shades from the mini like Care Bear palette from Violet Voss, but the rest of them are from the Vitality palette. So this is what we're working with. And on the lips I have the About Face 94 Give 'em Lip High Shine Lip Gloss in the shade Honey I'm Home. The formula of this actually reminds me a lot of that Gwen Stefani one I just tried out for you all. Random side note. So of course you will be seeing this in the Main Chick Side Chick, and you'll see it on my IG Reels and my YouTube Shorts and my TikTok as a Main Chick Side Chick type thing. But let's get to the face palette. So let me get my life in order. Okay, be right back. Okay, y'all, it's a new day. Let's put on this cream blush and highlighter. So I have on the Patrick Ta and the new shade I got when they told me to get shade Tan 3. So I did. So I have on shade Tan 3 right now. I have on the Sephora Collection concealer and the shade 44Y. Let's put on this cream blush now. So I'm going to start off with a stippling brush. I always like to use stippling brushes with like cream products. So let's go ahead and. So this is quite the soft color. I'm going to set this with a powder blush just because I want to try out another Gucci blush shade. I tried one out yesterday for you all in the House Labs video. But I'm going to try the other one that's deeper that I felt like would go good with this one. I mean, I know this is a cream to powder, but I had a sneaky suspicion it wouldn't show up on me that well, and I was correct. So I just prepared, that's all. I prepared for the worst just in case. Because you gotta think it's Natasha's dream collection, and Natasha and I are nowhere near the same color. I mean, it's showing up nicely and it's doing a good job as far as product goes. You can see a little bit of it, but it's like, I'm a person who likes to really pigmented like blush, if you will. So I feel like I have to pick up way too much of this for it to do what I want. But I'm only gonna put the glow cream highlighter down the middle of the face, and then I'll just put the powder one on elsewhere. But as you can see, it's a nice little simple mauve moment. It's just, you know, not doing it 100% for me. So let's get into the Gucci blush. I have the shade Warm Berry here. Yesterday I used Radiant Pink, and I showed you all Radiant Pink against a cream blush from, not cream blush, a blush from, was it Makeup by Mario? So I'm gonna put this one on today because I feel like it would go better with the palette as well that we're using from her line. So let's put this on top of it. And as you can see, you instantly see more color with this one. So when I use this, I'll probably just use this as a nice little combination because I feel like it looks nice, and I didn't even dip into that much, but you gotta think I had this cream base underneath it to help out with giving pigmentation. But since it's a color that works usually on deeper skin tones, that's another reason I saved this one for today. And they look gorgeous together, so I made a good choice. There you go, with the Gucci blush and Natasha's blush. So now let's get into this cream real quick and cute. Like, I think I'm gonna just use my finger for the cream, and then I got a highlighter brush to put the highlighter on the rest of my face. Because I was thinking about doing a stippling brush for that as well, but I'm like, I don't know. Plus, I don't know if the color's gonna come off, and you know, it's kind of leaving me out here looking crazy, and I can't be out here risking that type of stuff. So it's a nice subtle glow, which is fine because again, it's not like I'm not going to set it with powder, so this will suffice for me. Like I said, we're putting it on middle face. I'm not putting the cream on my cheekbones. I just don't feel like being bothered. Sorry, I just don't. I'm gonna take the powder one now and start it with it on the cheekbone. As you can see, it's giving a nice little glow. My concern with this was like if it was gonna look ashy on someone who wasn't like close to her skin tone, but I feel like she picked a decent like champagne one, so where I don't have like a giant silvery like cast, if you will. So let's set it on top of the cream and see how it looks there. Okay, so I feel like it's bunching up at the top where I initially blended the cream. If y'all can't tell, I feel like it's bunching right there. Might just be me, but I mean, it doesn't look like super obvious and that bad, but I feel like I should share that I feel like it was. So, looking pretty nice. I'm not obsessed with the face palette, but then again, it's Natasha Stream face palette, so again, I just think because of my skin tone, I wasn't going to be obsessed with it. Plus, you know, everybody makes this shade of highlighter, I feel like, so it's just kind of like, oh, okay, it's cute, but so this is what we're working with. I'm going to go off camera and finish setting my face. But first, let's put on the lipstick really quick. So let me grab a brown lip liner real quick, girl. And then we'll put on the lipstick, and then I will go off camera and set my face and do the eye look. And then come back and show y'all the look. I was shocked to see Annette's makeup corner bought this whole collection. Because I was like, what? Because I feel like she's like usually a pretty colorful person. So the fact that she bought it, I was like, oh wow. It definitely did take me aback a bit. You turned his eyelids inside out. Oh, this is the shade Natasha. I swatched it in the store and I was like, huh. But people have like moved all the lipsticks in all the wrong places, so I ended up swatching the shade Sammy thinking it was Natasha, and then later on like having a be a Sephora associate and arrange like 3 or 4 lipsticks just to get the right lipstick to figure out which one Natasha was, since people couldn't simply put stuff back where they found it like they were stupid. Anyway. So that's what Natasha looks like. Now I'm gonna go off camera and get my eyes in order, and then I will catch up with you in a second. Okay, y'all, so this is the eye look right here. Y'all know I had to use the shifting shade on the lid. When I get home, I'm gonna try to do swatches and show y'all, you know, how it pertains to anything in the Trio Chrome palette. And I want to do a battle of the against this in the retro palette, so I might do that tonight. We'll see how it goes. So I started off with the shade Nurture down here, and of course y'all know I had to use Edgy and I had to use Instinct. I used the shade Vision, of course, and then in the inner corner we have Baby. So those are the shades I used to create this look we got going right now, girl. So let's get to it. So I use Natasha's eye base if anyone cares. I love that this is a cool taupey-ish type shade. Y'all know I live for shades like that, so I was all about it like, yes. And this is a BK Beauty 202 brush. I like big fluffy brushes like this when I'm doing stuff like this. So I think I have 2 of this brush. I have 2 of every BK Beauty brush I have just about, because I love them that much. Now I haven't tried any of their face brushes. I've been tempted to, but I just always like back out and just stick to what I know. But I'm like, maybe if they have a good sale on Black Friday or something, I'll be persuaded to try the face brushes then. So I'm starting with the shade Edgy. Y'all know I had to have my dark outer V corner. Love loving this. I love the shade. Unfortunately, it's not as deep once you put it on the eyes as it is in the pan. Now I heard there's repeat shades in this palette, so obviously I know Black is Black that I rubbed on my lower lash line here is a repeat shade because she had a whole single of it, and then it's in the Z9 palette. But I heard there's one other shade that's a repeat in here. I'm not sure which one it is. It's one of the, but it's supposed to be a repeat from the Star palette. Y'all can comment down below and tell me which one it is. I'm not 100% sure. I just know they say it's repeats, and I'm like, well, her and Mother do that a lot, so I'm not surprised, not to sound focused. But since they do, like, I'm just be real about it. But I just wish that this shade was deeper like it is in the pan, because it looks so deep and rich, and then when I put it on, I'm like, it's not much different from shade Instinct. I mean, it's different enough for me to be able to tell. I don't know if you all will be able to tell once I put it on. See, this is Instinct we put it on now. I feel like it's a little more lighter in berry tone. It's more raspberry, and the other one's more like a very, very light purple, like version of a blackberry, if you will. But I feel like I can tell just slightly, but you can't like tell if you're not, like, if you hadn't watched me do this eye look. I feel like you wouldn't be able to distinguish the difference. So that's the disappointment to me in this palette, but you know, that's just a me thing. Okay, y'all, so let me just rub the black on the lower lash line now to save us some time. Of course, it's a shade Black, it's Black. And I have the Sigma pencil on my waterline. I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and rub this on underneath there as well. Cause I wanted some depth on this lower last time, but you know, I didn't have much to choose from when it comes to depth. In my opinion, these have a lot more lighter and nude shades. So I had to work with what I had, girl, okay? So black is black. I had to put on more last time because y'all knew I was going to do a more colorful berry tone look with this palette. So, well, I'll do that last because I still have to dust over the top first. But yeah, so let me get my brush. Y'all, I actually don't have that much to film this week, which is weird. I normally have a whole bunch to film, but the way I've been changed around, the way I film, like every night when I get off work, I'll film like a video. You know how much stuff I have come in the mail, and then that way I don't have to worry about a whole bunch of filming when the weekend comes, which I'm kind of happy about that I've been doing. So there's that. Let me get my brush now. I'm gonna go into the shade Vision. Almost done with the look, girl, and then I'll give my thoughts. I'm going to be doing a battle of love with the retro palette. I feel like I said that earlier in this video, but I just want to reiterate. Now, I don't know when that's going to go up. I'm actually doing a battle of love when it comes to a face product right now. There's some powders that y'all asked me about last week, so I told you I would do it this weekend, and we are filming it now, girl. So, trying to, you know, get all of it done. I'm loving this shade on the lid, like, yes. This is definitely the star of the show. I'm going to go back into Edgy now to cream the powder and just go ahead and blend out the shade here. I'm here for it. I'm loving it. It's a whole vibe. Eye look is looking nice now. We can just dust over everything real quick in the front, and we'll dust underneath the bottom here to try to kind of even it out a little bit more. I got on a whole bunch of luxury stuff today because I'm luxury and bougie. So let's back it on up and talk about my thoughts about this collection as a whole now that we're done with this. So, I like the palette just fine. I like that she gave us a duochrome in the smaller version because I remember people saying that they wanted to try them, but they didn't want to pay the $129 for the duochrome. So I get that. Again, I like the quality. It's typical Natasha Denona quality when it's a good palette. It's not like the Zendo palette, so don't worry about that. They're not hard pressed. It's fine. It's the great formula that you're used to using. Jesus, y'all will be sitting right now. Put babies in the interval. Let's just put that in there real quick. Like the lipstick formula is fine and nice. I don't know that I'm so in love with this shade on me though. It looks okay. It's just, again, since this is her dream collection, it's more concerning. It's more, you know, about her liking everything, and obviously she did, or else she wouldn't came up with this dream collection for herself. I'm not a fan of this shade on someone who looks like me. It's not that it looks bad, it's just not my cup of tea, so I'm not fond of that. The face palette is okay. I'm not that fond of it either. But again, the tones will show up on me as well as they would on her. And again, this is her dream collection. So the takeaway for me is I like the eyeshadow palette the best. The face palette is good quality. It's just not my cup of tea. And the lipstick is good quality. It's just not my favorite sort of shade. So those are my thoughts on this whole collection. I recommend the eyeshadow palette. If you want to try the face stuff, the quality is the same as like her Bloom palette and her bronze palette. It's the same as the quality of those two. So the quality of those is really good. I like the Gucci blush paired with it though, so when I wear it, I'm going to be wearing it that way. And with this lipstick, I don't know how often I'm going to wear it. I don't really wear her lipsticks that often, and I have like, I think like 4 of them, but I don't know, I just don't ever reach for them. I think it's because it's more of that cream type formula, and since I still wear a mask, it's not useful to me. But again, that doesn't mean the quality is bad. It's just, it's not something that I'm going to be reaching for that often. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.